Hello, my beautiful witches out there. No matter what time of day you are watching this, I greatly appreciate it. Before I get into my spiel of the day, just a few things first. First, again, I am not getting paid for any recommendations on my books that I will be presenting. I just really feel like these are very helpful books of knowledge, since I do read a lot and I do want to give you ideas or go out and buy the books yourself. Always proud to support an author since I am a writer myself, always have been, but yeah, not getting paid for anything that I am putting out there, nor am I getting paid for any stores that I am mentioning in this. I am just, again, things that are helpful. And as you know, in the witchy community, that it is very much a DIY-based kind of a religion in modern age. Putting your intentions into things is better than buying it. But, to each their own if you don't have that skill. Because it took me a while to figure it out myself. And I don't remember what the other one was. Either way, not getting paid for any of this. Okay. Oh, don't mind me. I did kind of write myself a checklist of the things that I'm going to talk about today. I did not want to forget, and I didn't want to just ramble and ramble and ramble, because that's what will happen. So, further ado, here we go. So, today, I've been thinking about this for the last few days, and different things and topics I wanted to kind of run across. Now, I know other witchies out there on YouTube and other social media avenues have already mentioned some of these things, which is fine, but I'm also throwing it out there just because, people, it depends on what people are watching. Let me turn the light on. The sun is going in and out. It's a beautiful cold day here in wonderful Walla Walla. So, first thing, I want to go over the power of ritual. Now, ritual in the word, you automatically think, lighting candles, doing spells, or, whatever the case may be. The word just, it is very broad. So in this case, I'm talking for a daily ritual. Daily rituals in a witch's life is key. Um, I, I don't know why I wrote that backwards. I did. That's weird. I'm weird. Okay, I think it was after I wrote that. So the power of morning rituals. So my thing is I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I do every morning and why I do them, I suppose. So the first thing I do in the morning is I make sure, because I am a mom and I've got like a bazillion things in my head at all times, is I check the color candle coordination of the day, and I light my candles on my altar, which is where you are, and throughout my home. So I do have like 5 in the living room, 1 in the bedroom, not counting my voodoo altar that I have, because I do have 2 altars. And I just set the mood for the day, and each candle that I light, I set my intention that I want to have a good day, that my son and I will get along. He has 3, but man, his personality is woo! So, I set my intention with each candle. And then I designate 1 emergency candle. What is an emergency candle, you ask? An emergency candle I pick up at the local Latin store. I don't know if they carry them at all of them, but the one in the town over does, and then the one in Walla Walla as well. They come in a box of, I believe it's 5 or 6, and hold on. They do look different versus a regular candle. These candles burn for roughly 3 hours, I want to say. They're a little paler compared to this guy. I don't know if you can see the difference. He's a little more translucent. I I do believe he's made with something else because these candles are the only candles I can find that look like this and burn like this. I definitely know when there is something around because this candle will tell me so. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the intention. I only put olive oil, blessed olive oil, on to these candles, and I only burn one on my altar. Um, I set my intention for the week with that, and I burn those every other day, including right now without having a job. I'm doing a heck of a lot more reading, more studying, to come up with as much fresh content as I can for you guys because I really, really want to provide more than what is already out there. I feel like it's a repeat every time I click onto different videos. There is one gal that I do think is really awesome and is very unique herself. Uh, I don't know if I can share her link or mention. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube or her. So I will check out and reach out to her and see if I can. She is also new. I want to say that her videos are no more than 3 to 4 months old. So she is as new as I. So we are both putting ourselves out there, but her content is very fresh compared to the stuff that I have found out there. Again, so I light my candles, set my intent for the day. I lay out an offering on my altars. So for my Wicca altar, I lay out whatever I feel is to Hecate, who is my goddess. And then for my hoodoo altar, which is a whole separate entity and conversation, I do the same. I usually do whiskey on that altar. Sometimes I will do grains, depending on which saint I am asking to provide me with whatever I need. So, yes, we'll go into hoodoo in a different video. So I lay out the offering. I say my intention out loud as I do the offering. So for Hecate, I lay out either fresh lavender, sunflowers. She's got a list of things that you can provide, and all of them do. A great book for trying to figure out if you want to reach into deities or, you know, if you want to do any kind of altars for specific things. A really good book is by Della, and it is the Book of Spells. And she breaks down um, who they are and what they represent. Now, as featured in my books that I do present, you will see all of my markers. But this is a great book to figure out different. It does have spells in it, but at the beginning, she does give you a rough draft of moon phases, colors, what they mean, astrology, and deities, and gods, goddesses, whatever you want to call them. She provides for you. So, very good book to have on hand if you are looking to call upon somebody that you don't already. What is the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. Either way, you know what I mean. So, I go ahead and do all of that, set my intention. You can either do a small spell, a quick spell. I just got these at the dollar store, and they are freaking amazing for not spells, as you can see. If I can hold it. I broke it in half because I did make a wall hanging yesterday when my son was taking a nap. I wanted to do some more witchy aesthetics in my home, and I like to do them myself. And I found a bunch of sticks that my ex must have had for the dog or whatever, and I kind of bundled those up and made some art. But I did find these for $1, and they do come in like 6 feet, I want to say, maybe more. So great for not work. You can sit at your altar in the morning and do your thing. Um, I pull my tarot next. Every morning I would like to have an understanding of either what I need to look forward to or look out for or what I need to have in my subconscious. So I do not pull one card. I pull anywhere from 3 to 5. Why I do this, I don't know. That's my thing. I prefer to have a better answer. Um, so it gives me just a breakdown. And weirdly enough, the last 3 mornings I've pulled the frickin' same card. And hopefully that comes true because here I am for you. So I pull my tarot and then I jot it down in my journal that I have just for tarot. And that is this bad boy. I already have one full. And I love this, but I can't find any more like it. I found it at a grocery outlet. They're $3.99. They're the Snappies. They have a little tag. So as you see, I'm almost done. Um, but they're amazing. I have probably far too many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of them. Every time I go to grocery outlet, I see if they have any of these. And thankfully they have. I did find some in my travels for my last job in Oregon. But you can find them at thrift stores. I mean, even if there's only a couple pages. I have found 2 at thrift stores that are more inspirational journals that I have as a separate entity. I don't count that as Wicca. Count that more for my own self growth, which I guess is the same thing, but I use that differently. You know what I mean? After I'm done jotting that down, since I have gotten very into runes, I have set a journal for that. In the first half, so it's kind of my book of shadows just for runes, because if I were to put everything into one book of shadows, it would just keep, you know what I mean? So I have various journals, which I think is really good because then you can keep them separate. I got these really cool transfer stickers. I think another gal did a Ouija board with them. Either where they're transfer stickers and you can put them on your journals and, you know, whatever you want to do, make it more you. Make it speak to you. Make it want you to write in it. Does that make sense? So after I do that, I do my runes. And with my runes, I choose randomly. I have this awesome bag that I made myself. I just did a protection spell real quick, make sure that everything is good. And I did watch a gal on YouTube, and it was a great idea, so I followed suit. And I used the little glass beads that you use in the floral section. And I did black with gold. I felt like that was a little more suiting. My grandmother, I just found out, has one of those engravers, so I'll probably do that next, but probably with wood. But these, for right now, since I am a Baroque witcher, so, you know what I'm saying. So, I too pull anywhere between 1 to 3, depending on how I wake up and really what calls to me. Everybody has their different ways of casting, and I did just get this book at the local used bookstore, which I love him because it's hard for him to find stuff in my section, but he does seek them out for me. And then I just saw this on something else for definitely more expensive. So if you can support your local bookstore, always try to dig. You'll find it, maybe if you dig good, you can find them in the religious sections. Even in the kids sections, they'll put them with the Harry Potter books. They don't really know. They think it's more of a joke. I mean, that's the truth. I found a lot of stuff at Goodwills in the cities that didn't put them in the right section. But weirdly enough, they do now have a spiritual New Age section, not just Bibles upon Bibles in Goodwills, at least the ones that I have found on the west side of Washington, and some of Eastern. Either way, I just got this book, and it is amazing. I I fell asleep reading it because, well, I was tired, but still. I've highlighted so much in here. And it is so interesting how everything comes back to astrology. I mean, we really do base our lives, whether people want to admit it or not, around astrology. So if you want to get your head really deep into Wicca, I would definitely practice and read some astrology. And I do have books on references that you can use. Anyway, this is by Donald Tyson, and it's called Runic Astrology, Chart Interpretation Through the Runes. And so if you can get your hands on this bad boy, it will break it down for you. It's amazing. So after I'm done doing my runes, I jot it down in the handy dandy journal. And then every night I will redo my tarot for the following day. Oh, there's my pillow. And then sorry, I'm like all up in your face. Hello, lovely. Just kidding. Lost my train of thought. Here we go, rambling again. Either way, I come back at night and kind of go do an overview of how the tarot went through my day. If it didn't really come through my day, I make note of that to see if maybe it's to come to me in the near future in the next week or two, because that does happen quite a lot. So always try to keep notes as much as you can. I do carry sticky notes in my car, so if there's a random thought or something that comes across that I want to write down, I do that. I'm the sticky note mom. Sorry, I'm stuffed up. My son's sick, and I'm really hoping he didn't get me sick, but we did go out in the snow and play up in the Boulder Caves, which was awesome. We did technically trespass because it's closed, but mommy drove 4 hours. Why not? So yes, after I'm done doing that and journaling and again responding, I do like to make something special in the morning, either in the morning, early morning, which I try to always get up before my son, so I get up between 4 and 5. I know I'm insane. I used to be a night owl, but here I am, super early. I function better. And if you've read anything by where am I going? Silver Ravenwolf, you know about power hours. Power hours are the time of day you feel like you are the most powerful. Yes, you should definitely go by the signs and the different correspondences, but if you have a specific power hour like I do, just go with that. It is all about intention. It's always better to have the new moon or full moon or waning moon or the time of day, if it's supposed to be at midnight or, etc. So these are my power hours. So I do like to make something special, whether that be a new powder from another book that I adore, along with Silver Ravenwood. Ravenwood, that's me. I love this. I picked this up at Barnes & Noble's, I think for $23. It's the most I've spent on a book, but I've been eyeing it for a long time, and I really wanted something by her. Best 23 bucks I've spent. She breaks down everything in this book. If you are a kitchen witch, she really can break this down for you. I do all of my stuff in the kitchen that we are sitting in. And it's my zone. I have an apron designated for making whatever I am making, whether that be dinner on Sundays, or if that would be in the morning, making a new self-love powder or success powder or an oil, essential oil, and blending, or you know what I mean? You know where I'm going at here. So I do these things during my power hour. And then I wait and I charge them with either the new moon or the full moon. I prefer the full moon, but if I need it quicker, I usually do the new moon. So like tonight, I will be doing that as well. So yeah, I mean, elixirs, I mean, the list goes on. So these books are definitely helpful. And I can leave them in the description below. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that. I guess I will find out. But again, I mean, all I'm doing is promoting for them because I just love the stuff that I do. So, I go ahead and do that. I take 5 to 10 minutes of self-meditation with my manifestation box. Now, I've been very on my manifestation box, like white on rice, including with losing my job. I am very much so trying to figure out what my next move is. I'm not getting any younger, and putting myself out there on YouTube and trying to get you all to like and subscribe, which please do if you like this video. If you have a friend that would enjoy it, go ahead and tag her in the comments. But please like and subscribe. That would be awesome if you've made it the 20 minutes into this video. But I get my boxes generally at thrift stores. I think I got this for $1. One of my favorite boxes, which is usually my traveling altar, is this Haiti box. I don't know what it was, but I was very, very pulled towards this box. And I spent a whole $1.99 on it because I still have the tag like an idiot. I've had it for a while too. But it's perfect for a little traveling altar. If it's a candle, some salt, and then whatever I know I'm going to need to do. Which at that time I was working and driving a lot. So it is great. So this one is smaller. And this is my new manifestation box. So trying to take 5 to 10 minutes with it, reading what you put inside and smelling, getting those aromas of the oils that you dabbed on it. In this case, I put power oil with some success and money drawing powder inside. So I really believe that these things can work, but manifestation is key. So learning to manifest is the biggest part of Wicca. Learning to bring those things towards you is a very big part. So I've been trying to look for a piece of wood good enough to make a wand out of. And when we were out in the snow, we found this patch that had no snow, which was weird. But I found this next to a pine tree, and it looks like they're just talking to each other. I mean, I don't know if you can see that very well, but they look like writing to me. It's crazy. There were a few around it, but this one called to me. So I will do a video, possibly, if anybody's interested, on how to make pieces of sticks and wood and all that good stuff into a very powerful tool in your spell work. So, yeah. My daily tip before I let you go here, because if you've made it this far, thank you for your support. Sorry. I'm getting used to these glasses, and God, I feel like I'm getting old. For sure. For sure, for sure. My daily tip. The more I make myself setting an intention or adding to decor, it's always better to make it yourself. So if you can, trust me, I sucked at creativity at the beginning of finding my path into Wicca. I screwed up a lot, a lot, a lot, and it's okay because nobody else needs to know. So, making witchy aesthetics and decor and bringing those things around you and putting your intent into it, your self-love, protection, whatever the case may be, the more you make, the better. So if you can, definitely try to do that. I really would like to do some videos where I can show you how to make certain things or how to make your own version of things. So either way, if you have made it this far with me, I greatly appreciate you. And if you can, please like and subscribe to my page, tag your friends, and please help support me so I can succeed in this business of YouTube. Toodles!